Yeah, hello, welcome to this broadcast. I'm on somewhat early, 3 minutes before 6 in the evening Central European time. I'd like to check that the broadcast is working fine. We'll be starting in 3 minutes. This is at least what we agreed upon. And I know that Niclas is on. We just had a quick chat to make sure that everything is okay on both our ends. So, let's get going for that match. 4+2 Blitz. Yeah, don't be irritated. I've got a game here started against a computer on Chess24. I don't really need that game. It was just about to set up the screen. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so Niclas is also starting his stream. We are both streaming, so you can also watch, of course, the archive later. If you watch on my end, you can watch Niclas later or vice versa. But seeing that you're already on my stream, please stay here and watch his version later. Yeah, keep fingers crossed. I feel like I should have prepared a little bit, but I couldn't really do it. Had some time issues today that were unexpected, so couldn't do much in terms of preparation, or not much, basically nothing. So let me adjust some things here on my end so I'm ready. Yeah, in the chat it would be nice to just to confirm that you hear and see me all right. It would be nice to get a quick confirmation there. Yeah, a Blitz match against Simon Williams would be nice, yeah. Fun stuff. Yeah, so we're going to start shortly. Yeah, it's pretty cold in Germany. It got really cold the last couple of days. Yeah, everything's okay with the stream. That's cool. Thanks. Okay, so we are going to start any minute. I think Niclas is probably going to challenge me. This is 4+2 Blitz, 4 minutes and 2 second increment. And we are going to play to 5. So the closest possible score would be like 5-4 for one of us. Yeah, I should have played some warm-up games to get used to the Chess24 interface, but I couldn't really do it. Having the choice between a warm-up game and dinner, I went for dinner. Oh, I got the challenge already. Didn't see that. Okay, 4+2. Here we go. Grandmaster Niclas Huschenbeth. He's light. Oh, I cannot accept for some reason. Why couldn't I? I cannot accept at the moment. It's kind of weird. Do I have to say no first? Somehow I couldn't. I have to terminate that bloody game. Of course. That was stupid. So I have to accept now. Yeah, now I can accept. So here we go. The first game is with white, and I'm kicking off with knight f3. I really have no idea what he's playing. Yeah, I had to abort the comp game. Sorry for that. I was pretty stupid. Yeah, here on chess 24 the clock does not start until... yeah, okay, I remember he has got this repertoire series. Okay, he goes g6 now, which is funny because it's like playing against... Yeah, playing against myself. I play the same line. Yeah, I can go e3 or g3. g3 is kind of slowish. I don't know what he recommends there after g3. I'm kind of curious. So it's not my usual line. But I have forgotten the details here. I have to admit. Yeah, I think this line is pretty okay for white. Yeah. I don't think this is good for black, but yeah, I have forgotten the lines. I've forgotten how it works. Do you castle? I think black can also allow me to take on b7. He doesn't have to recapture. Yeah, this is one of the variations. I think a4 is a move. Nah, should have prepared that one. That's the first game, yes. Should have prepared for that. Yeah, next game I'll go e3 or something. No, Niclas, that is no deep prep. I just forgot everything. He's probably thinking I'm in some kind of prep. I'm not. Queen b4. What do I go? b3 or something? b3 for bishop a3. That looks interesting. You can go d3 and probably knight d5. Okay, I'm going for that, even though I have my doubts that this is any good. d3, rook a2 maybe. If he castles bishop a3 is very good. I'm winning that knight there. I have really forgotten that line. He's a slight rating favorite, but those ratings on my end don't mean much. I have just played a handful of games there on chess 24. Oh, he's taking lots of time here. d3, I also have bishop a3 immediately. That's probably quite interesting. It looks good to me. At least looks like some compensation. Wow, come on, Niclas, you have to play. What is that? Okay. Okay, so knight c4 looks like the most normal move. He can castle, knight d6. That's not... Is that a big difference what I play here? I mean, knight e4 is also a move. This is why I'm hesitating. Okay. So let's castle. Yeah, that's a pretty big cup. And, you know, time to relax. Well, not in this Blitz game, but what can you do? So, going for rook c1 and knight a5 or knight d6. This is 4 plus 2. That's important. We have 2-second increment. You think he's got a lag problem? Might be. He's in the US. He's not in Germany at the moment. Okay, I can take e7 and go knight a5, but that's very lame. Knight a5 immediately is a little bit more interesting, maybe. Let's do that. No beer today. Not a huge beer drinker anyway, but this is serious business here. Nah, it's not that serious, but okay, so I can win some material now, and I think I'm going to do that. Winning the exchange. That looks good, winning this exchange. Maybe he can go bishop a6, but he didn't do that. That looks pretty good. I also have the c file under control. Yeah. I'm not quite sure about this, but I think h4 should be fine. Blocking that pawn, and then rook c1 next. Rook c5 is also a small threat, for rook takes h5 next. Oh, he didn't react to that. So I'm just taking that pawn. Okay, that's 1-0 for me. Let me adjust that quickly and accept the rematch. Oops, no. I'm just not handling this well. I'm sorry, Niclas. How can I challenge you here? Challenge 4+2 challenge. I'm just not good with that. Come on. 4+2 challenge. He also has to update the score, I guess. Oh yeah, here. I have to take that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that works well. So now he will play e4 as he usually does, and my 1e5. Do I want to play with the Evans with black? We'll see. Oops. Okay. I have to select the color. Okay, I'm going for something that I usually not do, but I think is an interesting choice here. I only hope he's not going for g4. Okay, he doesn't. That wouldn't be nice. So we play the Philidor. That's I hope more my style of opening than his. a4. Okay. It's early. Okay. He's a very good theoretician, so yeah, 4+2 is kind of a middle of the road time control. 3+2 is the most common one. If you yeah, we play on chess24 because Niclas is yeah, basically associated with the site, and why not? It's a good site. I've made my fair share of. I made some videos for them also. Knight h4. So he wants to go to f5. Definitely. Okay, maybe just knight c5. Yeah. White is certainly a little bit better in this position. Oh, he just does that. Interesting. I wonder if knight e6 is an interesting move. Let's do that for knight d4. Yeah, 3 plus 2 is feed a blitz. I'm not quite sure why we do 4 plus 2. He just suggested that and I felt that it's okay. I mean, I don't mind 3 plus 2 or anything else. I just think for those matches where you want a little bit of quality, having an increment makes quite some sense. I think bishop e6, I'm not sure if this is a good move here. His knight would be very offside on h4 if he takes, and okay, that makes quite some sense. Knight d4, I wonder if knight d4 is a move. It's quite interesting actually. Let's go for that. Oh, didn't see that one coming, but certainly a move. Takes. Well, there's mate on g7. I don't have many options. I could go knight h5. I mean, queen g4. It doesn't really make much sense. So let's take here and go from there. Yeah, he's attacking here. And e5 is hanging. Okay, I mean queen takes he cannot play and rook takes. Bishop d6 is probably some kind of compensation. Not enough, but we can try. No, I cannot play 1e4. I want to win this match and I don't want to play for entertainment value, playing stuff that I don't know. So bishop d6, yeah, it's not great, really not. But what can you do? What did Niclas do against John? I think he lost, right? John won that match. But I don't know the score. Yeah, I played in the simul, but this simul display is not as serious as this. I mean, it's not that this is kind of super important for me, but I want to play my best, and especially against a good theoretical player like Niclas, it's not a good idea to play some openings that you have no idea about, like 1e4. A French against his 1e4. I could play the French. It's maybe not such a bad idea. I thought I could take b2 here, but he has attacking ideas here, yeah? Queen h5 and stuff like that. It's probably more than dangerous, but I think I'm losing in other cases also. So let's take. Yeah, but okay, my rook. I attack his rook there. Okay, king e7, that's probably going to lead to checkmate, but I'm not seeing it at the moment, how exactly I mated. I probably will be though. Okay, I mean, if I play other moves, it doesn't help either. Yeah, he played that nicely. So just rook d1 or something is probably a win. My bishop here is hanging, and I have no way to save it, I think. Yeah, you can just do rook d1. I mean, probably there are also more powerful ways. Queen e4 probably also wins. Rook d1 is pretty simple though. Yeah, I can also resign this. Yeah, let's go rook b8. That was a bad game. What went wrong there? Probably some early opening moves. He can just take b7, take c6. That's easiest. Yeah, or that one. Also wins. Yeah, for the check. Okay, so resign. Pooh, that was pretty awful. So we got even match score. I cannot type. I cannot just do this. So how do I challenge? I challenge with white 4+2, right? Challenge. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Okay, that was a bad opening result. Maybe bishop b7 was too early. I don't know. I think I challenged correctly. Probably not. I'm sorry for being incompetent at that. Okay, so let's go d4 now for a change. I really don't know what he's playing. He's had this Nimzo Bogo repertoire, right? I could try my Semisch variation. What is he doing there? I don't know. b6? It's b6, right? Okay. Yeah, let's play the Semisch. Always leads to fun positions. Not always good positions, but fun positions. Yeah, Niclas is streaming as well. I'm not quite sure. I think he's streaming on YouTube. You can definitely watch his version later on his YouTube channel. So castle, and I'm going for e5, f4 attacks. Oh, on Twitch, I didn't know. I wasn't sure. Maybe he cannot stream on YouTube because of a German account. That's possible. Yeah, here he might win the c4 pawn, but such is life in that opening. Like knight d6, I'm okay. Does that interesting? Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not covering his c4 pawn. Okay, now it will be interesting. This is one of the main attacking ideas that white has. Exposing black to a pretty awkward pin after knight takes bishop g5. The Semisch is very dangerous, but objectively speaking, it's sometimes not the best choice. Let's be optimistic here, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Knight b2, of course. I didn't study it in any depth, to be honest. I'm just playing this and hope for the best. I looked at this mostly with black for my book. And while studying it with black, I recognize that it is not so easy to play. I've got a huge advantage in time here. Okay, h6. So now I can take and go from there. I think maybe taking on queen d3 is easiest so that I can bring the queen over quickly. But knight g3 is also a pretty decent looking move. I've got checks coming. And knight h5. Yeah, knight g3 looks dangerous. This position should be very good for me. Knight e3 cannot be an issue. That move is far too greedy. Yeah, Semisch is tricky to handle. Yeah, he went for it anyway. Maybe arguing that you want some material for your suffering. Still, can't believe that this should be yeah, that black should be able to stand this kind of pressure. Yeah, well, you cannot study all openings. You can, but, well, you have to sometimes just decide to go for it, and that's it, basically. So, okay, what happens here? Yeah, e5 looks normal, e5, f5, and then what? But queen g4 is probably stronger. It's probably the stronger move for knight h5. There's also e5 as a possible move. Let us check. I mean, he will go to... If he goes to h8, I'll play queen h4. This is simple and good. Attacking that pawn again. And he has to go on a very awkward square, as king g7 allows knight h5. Yeah, here I was thinking e5 should win the game. e5, f5, rook takes f5 should win, I think. Doesn't it? Or isn't it? It's better. Isn't that winning? Knight h5, rook g8 might also win. Yeah, but I think that should win. Pawn takes, queen takes is just mate, and I'm threatening rook f7 and everything. He has a check on c1, but I can play rook f1 check and just grab that rook. I mean, if I don't see a mate. Yeah, and here rook f6 should do the trick. Or queen h5 should also win. Yeah, but rook f6. Just taking on h6. You can take f6, rook g8, queen h5, and then h6 collapses. So that was a good one. I like that game. Pretty. Not 12. 12 is a bit much. So that was nice. It was a nice attacking win. So I have to do something else against his 1e4. What is he playing actually? I think he's playing the Tarrasch. Don't like that so much. Maybe I should just play accept the Evans, but I would have liked. Thanks for the good games. That was a good one. Yeah, the French, he plays the Tarrasch. I don't have a good line against the Tarrasch, I think. Yeah. Okay, I think. So let's see. 2-1. Yes, I'm leading this match. So I'm going for. Oh, he doesn't go for that. Interesting. He's got a special prep. What do I do here? Let's just develop here. I was expecting the Evans gambit. This is why I went for. Okay. Let's try something funky here. So h3 here, d6. Yeah, bishop g5 could be an issue, right? Oh, interesting. Yeah, you're right, Niclas. I don't want to allow d4. Definitely don't. So I just let him take. Yeah, he doesn't play the Spanish. I would like that line against him, actually. This is a good line against a tactically focused player. But I don't want to see bishop g5 happening. Maybe this is not such a bad position. It's kind of unconventional and interesting. Yeah, you can go 3d5, someone suggested in the chat. But I normally play it in a closed way there. d5 is good, yeah, I know. Sorry for that. What is happening here? He wants to take with a knight and then play knight d5. Yeah, that is pretty sensible. I wonder if f6 is in any way playable or is just rubbish. Might just be rubbish. I still play it. I want to try to make his knight look bad. Yeah, and I have to go for long castles here. Bishop e6 castling long. Yeah, h5 was probably not the best move. Someone says, yeah, I agree. It probably wasn't the best move. But how terrible is this position? Is it so bad? Not quite sure. I think it looks kind of playable. White is probably a bit better, but I've seen worse. Maybe he takes on e5 and goes knight f4. Nope. I'm not sure about this one. Isn't that decent for me here, this position? I mean, don't have a particularly bad piece, and I've got c4 coming up. Or knight d4. Knight d4 here. Let's put that in. It's okay. This is okay, this position. So this is a little bit like a King's Indian. A little bit. I want the knight on c6 and then get my pawns rolling. I've got a clock advantage. That's pretty good. His bishop on g2 is not exactly brilliant. My knight wants to go to d6 or c6. I'm not quite sure. Okay, I guess. Difficult to say where I want to go. I don't need counterplay, as white has no play. You only need counterplay. The other guy has some play himself. I can just stay here if I want. Niclas usually plays the Spanish, I think, but in Blitz you play all kinds of things that you normally don't play. So in b4 I have c4, so b4 is no problem at all. So one thing is, in some cases, I can even think about opening up the king side. Even here, this is not entirely off. Yeah, but it's not very logical to do that. Something like that is far more normal, let's say. Let's go for that. He will take, pretty sure about that. Yeah, g6 was interesting. But playing on the queen side is the more logical choice. He will definitely take en passant here. So, we traded there. So let's see here. He doesn't have much in terms of activity, but he can attack my h5 pawn. I wonder if I can do something active here, or if I should just basically stay and don't do much. It's tough to say. Yeah, I think I just wait and see what he's doing. I mean, white, he has g4, but this is not something that worries me too much. Yeah, if we trade queens, I'm totally fine. Quite surprising. Going to h6 now. I don't really see anything for white. Maybe some b4 move. Is that a point? Like going over to f8 or so? Don't think so. b4. I also have bishop a4. So I'll just block this. Just a full block. The move b4 is the interesting one. I think I should just settle for having c4 in case of b4. I don't think I can ever win this position, but I'm not seeing how I should lose. I could go for b5, b4. Bishop a5 now is the only kind of interesting move, trying to get to my pawns, but okay, he doesn't do that. I can go b4 for the total shutdown. Yeah, I think I have to do that. I don't have to, but that's safe. That's very safe. And I can bring the king over. No, I don't want to draw yet, because I can get the king to h7 and see if I can do something from there. Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, so it's a draw, of course. I really forgot that it can take. Okay, so where do we go? It's 2.5 for me and 1.5 for Niclas. 1.5. Okay. So, okay, I'm okay with that. I was leading in the match. This is that was an important part of that of that playing it safe. Maybe I could have done more there. I'm not quite sure. Okay, so next one. I think I let him challenge me. No, the score is right. Have to do it like that. Yeah. I'm leading by 1 point. I'm waiting for Niclas to challenge. I think I'm too incompetent to challenge myself. I'm really sorry for that. So challenges. Why do I got black again? No, I should have white, right? Yep, that was wrong. Yeah, I updated the score now. Okay, so the Semish was a good success, so let's see how he improves on that. Okay. Okay, castles first, and now bishop a6 probably coming. No. Well, it doesn't make a huge difference. He allows bishop g5 again, this time. I always like it if I get that in. Yeah, this is definitely going for checkmate. So he wants to get in e5 probably and close the position. I'd like to go bishop d3, but d4 is hanging, unfortunately. That's quite unfortunate. Queen d2, no. What to do here? I'd like to maintain that pin. Knight e2 is a bit slow. I have no good square to go to after that is the problem if he goes bishop a6 or so. Slightly awkward. Okay, I probably have to do it anyway. Sure. That's a bit awkward. Yeah, f4 was interesting, but that looked like no development. Yeah, knight g3, there's g5 always. Tja. Something went wrong there. Something went wrong. Knight g3 is not even playable. Yeah. Not quite sure what I played wrong there. I'm attacking e6 and the position is still kind of messy, but black is definitely better here. Definitely better. Okay, so let's see what to do here. It's it's difficult to generate any play. Okay, maybe something like that, but it doesn't. It's definitely much better for black, this position. If he takes on c4, I'm going to take and go queen g4. Okay, if he goes e5, knight f6, I'm very happy, but that's the only little trick here. Okay, maybe if I get in rook d1, e5, I can kind of irritate him. But definitely bad. Yeah, it's a no draw line, yeah, absolutely. What Bayerischer Schweizer said is true. This is just total war. Okay, a3 is attacked. Is he going for queen c2? Yeah, but that's not threatening yet, I think. Going for rook h3, queen c2, rook h3. e2 is covered at the moment. Yeah, it doesn't look very good. I admit. I admit that. And e4 hangs, but what can you do? He can probably take e4 and go to f5. Yeah, he can go to f5. Okay. Didn't do that. He could have played that for sure. So, like rook e1, still queen f5, I guess. So I'm down, what, 2 pawns? Ugh. Ook. You can also check on d5 and just continue to play the position. Okay. Yeah, that went terribly wrong, but this is how this opening sometimes goes. If you cannot get your attack going, if you do something bad, then it's really bad, yeah. Okay, he will check me on d5. Well, I cannot go back anyway. Oh, it's not going for the g6. It's a bit surprising, checking in g6, but okay, the position is of course great for black anyway. Maybe he can go king g6 here. Takes, king takes, pawn takes g7. Is there some trickery at least? I mean, it's lost for white, but I think he probably had simpler ways to go. You can take with the H rook, with the G rook. Yeah, I can resign that. Ooh, that was bad. Okay, let's do 2.5 equal the score. Okay, so that didn't go right. Weird. I didn't have a good development. That pressure on d4 was very awkward. Maybe I still have to play bishop d3 first, but it was a bit tricky. So, okay, I'm going to take that challenge, and he's going e4 again. What are we doing now? The same opening? I don't believe it. Yeah, interesting. The Evans, no, the Scotch. Okay, does he have something prepared against my pet line? Oh, so Niclas didn't score much against John. That sounds bad. Yeah, John is the somewhat better Blitz player compared to me. It's not a huge difference, but he's somewhat better. I mean, in rating terms of ICC, maybe like 50 to 100 points. So I'm competitive, but he's still a little bit better. That's a surprising setup that he's going for here. Queen c2. Should be pretty comfortable for black already in this position. Just playing normal moves, trying to stay ahead on time. I castled short here. Castling long, I cannot believe at all. But then knight g4 could be a little bit irritating. Yeah, d5 is simple and good, but it also a bit simplistic. So maybe trying to be more ambitious here with knight e5 and then d5. Let's go d5. Oh, didn't think about that move at all. Looks a tad risky for white, but maybe it's still okay. I should have thought about that one. I wonder if I have some tricks here based on the open E file. After e5, I mean, my knight is not hanging, as e3 is also hanging. I could go like c5 and d4, for example. Let's do that. Someone asked here, Gachinko, no, Mikos, why not aim for the GM title? Yeah, I'm not a professional chess player, I'm a teacher, and doing both is difficult. I can tell you, it's very difficult. The GM title is not easy to get, especially if this is kind of, I mean, it's a long way. It's not like I just have to do this and that and I get it. And it's simply not my focus at the moment. And even if it would be my focus, it's not clear at all if I would be able to get to Grandmaster. Yeah, you shouldn't confuse Blitz chess with over-the-board tournament chess. In tournament chess, it's still a different story than just playing some Blitz games. Yeah, white is under some pressure here. I just fired, to be honest, without calculating much. I don't know what white should do. It looks pretty tricky. Yeah, to be honest, I actually prefer the teaching to playing. I mean, I like to play games, and so it's cool. But teaching it's fun. It's fun for me to do, and I mean, hanging around in some godforsaken place to play a tournament is not that attractive quite often, you know. So just play some good games here, like here on the internet. I can check on h4 now. Isn't that dangerous? I'm getting nice attack here, right? And now take f4. I mean, he can take, or he can go to d6 or something. But oh, now I have d3 also to get the queen back there. But a couple of good moves, I guess. Yeah, d3 is not bad. Oh, I forgot that he can go there. That's pretty big mistake on my part that I didn't pay any attention. How to play this? Bishop d7 or so. Putting him in a pin. d3 was terrible, actually. I absolutely forgot about queen a4. It's a pretty big mistake. Okay, I can take e5 here, right? Or am I losing stuff? Bishop d5, is that serious? Wow. His queen there is also unprotected. That can be tricky. How to play that? I would like to get my queen off that bloody square from f2, from h4, I think. Where can I put it? I mean, rook e5 is going bishop d5. That's probably just no good. Even though that is kind of tricky. Okay, oops. Okay, I'm going for that knight e3 stuff. I'm just attacking here. Knight e3, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I have check here on c2. I was thinking that would be very good. Am I wrong there? I can also play rook takes e5, by the way. f7 hangs, but okay, this is good. Okay, rook takes e5 now is playable. Or d2 first. d2 first. Queen takes, rook takes e5. Okay, rook takes e5 immediately is not that great. I don't have much time. I'm just seeing that. That's bad. I would have liked to have more time here, definitely. But anyway, just double attacking b5 and a1. Maybe that's enough. Check again and then take. It's still kind of tricky. I think I'll just take what I just keep what I have, let's say, and don't grab more stuff. So let's see, can I win this? It looks winning for black, but still with not much time you can easily screw things up. Playing for queen d3, just trading stuff. Let's just try to trade. Are there any threats? Don't see it. Okay. Bad play. I'm getting nervous here a little bit. Why am I getting nervous? The position was a complete win, and I did screw that up pretty badly. Okay, how can I win still? Is that possible even? It's not easy. Definitely not easy. Okay. Now I'm winning. That was lucky. I really played that very badly. From a completely winning position, I screwed it up. Whew. Wow, tough stuff. So I'm leading by 1 point. Whew. Yeah, that was a super wild game. Not exactly the kind of game that you want against him. So 3.5, that looks good. So what to do next? I should probably play a somewhat safer opening now. Maybe not the same-ish that I'm leading by 1 point. Something solid. What can I play? Like knight f3 probably. I want to play something super solid. What can I do? I think I'll go knight f3, c5, c3, something weird, but I just want to play a very solid game now. I would challenge myself, but I think I'm doing this wrong. I'm waiting for him to challenge me. Yeah, first to 5 points. So I'm taking this. So yeah, I have some ideas. It's a bit cheeky, this move, but it's not so bad. Going d4 next and just go for solid stuff. Let's go for the London. So the King's Gambit, yeah, that's a great idea for a solid opening. But we get something interesting here as well. Let's see what he's doing. I'm angling for f4 if he allows that. c3 was fully intentional. Okay, I'm going for f4. It's interesting. I wasn't playing this to to play a dull draw. Just want something not so theoretical. I really have some respect for his theoretical knowledge. Okie dokie. Interesting. Yeah, I think I probably have to take... Is knight c4 interesting here, maybe? Trying to get that bishop. Yeah, of course. I was thinking f5 maybe, but what does that do? I mean, I can play the move, but is it any good? f5? Queen somewhere and I take... that looks wrong, actually. Okay, so maybe just bishop e2. Okay. Maybe b5. That's interesting. Interesting position. I could have taken on c5, yes, but I didn't like that. Didn't like that idea very much. So let's make sure he's not going b5 now. Go from there. Is he going for bishop a6 here in this position? Maybe. Castling I have to do anyway. Yeah, that's the Apple Watch. Want me to hide it? Okay, that's interesting. I think I have to do this. Yeah, he now has the better game on the queen side, but I might have some stuff with a later g4. My center is pretty interesting. Sometimes maybe I can get wow. Just wow. Didn't expect that move at all. Okay, so let's go in there. Yeah, I think he's really going for it. Trying to play as aggressively as possible. But is it any good? Okay, I have to go back. I didn't expect his move at all, but it is really interesting. Okay. You have to fight fire with fire here. Not sure what he's doing now. Rook f5, or what is he doing? Okay, so Queen c6. Wow. think I have to do that. And now bishop h4 or something. I wonder if that is really the key to this position here. I have a hard time to find some place for my king that is any good. Bishop h4 takes king h8. And I'm not sure what my next move is. I know that looks weird. He's got rook f5. I think he could have gone rook f5. I think that was better even. Anyway, let's see what happens here. I cannot spend ages now. I seriously doubt that my position is any good, but it is not easy. It's not easy to play. There's still some trickery here. Not quite sure. Am I threatening anything here? If I double on the G file, I would threaten rook G8. Okay, I have to play moves. I cannot think much now. Queen C2 maybe. Okay, rook E1. Threatening rook G1. Okay, rook G8 is a threat now. Not quite sure what he does against it. What is he doing against rook G8 now? Cannot promote or anything. Queen G4 for rook G8 again. King, is he going back with? So I'm threatening this again. Do I have a win here? I don't see a win at the moment. It's a draw. Yeah, I only have 7 seconds. I didn't see a win. Maybe there was a win. Okay. Wow. Ooh. Wow, that was tough. So I'm leading 4-3. I don't see. Can I win there? I don't see. I don't see if I could win there. I mean, I could definitely lose. Queen D1. I don't know where yet. Queen D1. I don't know. Difficult to analyze this kind of super complicated position. Okay, so I'm looking forward to the next challenge. We have 7 games played and I'm leading by 1 point. He played that in a very interesting way with that aggressive play on the king side. Yeah, hi to Jorginho. Okay, looking forward to the challenge here. If I challenge myself, it's never leading anywhere somehow. No, it's not 8 p.m. Okay, so next game, and now I've got black. Yeah, a win would seal the deal, so I think I'll stick with e5. Maybe now it's time for the Evans. No. They all go for the exchange variation. Okay. Let's focus. There's g6 and bishop e6. Both is interesting. I don't see how I could have played queen e7 in the last game. I really don't see how. I mean, it's difficult, yeah, during the game. So you're probably right, but rook g5. Yeah, now knight f3 is now back into theoretical channels. Yeah, this is a line that I have played before, even in tournament chess. Black has quite decent chances of equalizing, but sorry, it's not very exciting, admittedly. But it's the exchange variation where you rarely get super exciting positions. It's not such a bad position against Niclas. He likes to attack if possible, and this is more of a technical position. I got the IM title in 2012, 3 years ago. Pretty late, but it took me a long while to get the norms due to various reasons, stupidity, some bad luck in some situations, and but I finally got there. So how to do this now? He's got d4 in probably. I think I'll castle long. That shouldn't be bad. I've got the pair of bishops, which I always like to have. Nice piling up on their file. The only thing is I don't quite see something active for me. I'm kind of sitting around here mostly and await what he's doing. Is he going for g5? No, probably not. Kind of unsure what his plan is, to be honest. If I go to d7, what is he playing? d4 or? I go knight d7. So bishop d6, is that a move? It looks strange. He's got bishop f4. I wonder if g5 is a move here. g5, then bishop d6. It's very... Okay, that's very debatable. It might be complete nonsense. But I'd like to get in bishop d6 and knight e5 here. Yeah, it's the kind of move where you know you can look like a complete moron if you play it. So, h5 is an idea though, now. Just busting everything open. I wonder, is that an idea? Just h5? Come on, let's go h5. I think it's not so bad. I don't want to sit around here for the whole time. I could have just played a solid move though. Yeah, anyway. I actually overlooked something. I overlooked that he can also take on f7. I mean, not right now, but in general. Well, he could take on f7 right now, but I didn't really appreciate that correctly. So if I take e6, I mean, I don't see how he keeps his stuff. I mean, if he takes, I go rook g8, and he cannot cover the g pawn anyway. Yeah, I didn't see how he covers it now. This is not very difficult. I could have seen that. Okay. Wow. How stupid. Okay, knight g4 is an idea, but I didn't plan any of that. If it works, it's just luck. G5. It might not be that bad, actually. Knight g4 is pretty annoying. I don't think that taking was winning. He can go to h1. Yeah, I'm actually quite okay in this position now. So, thing is, how do I go now? Knight g4, rook h8. I wonder if knight g4 is good. Knight g4 takes, rook f3, check on h2, king f1. That looks super shaky. I can also just get the pawn back. Okay, let's get the pawn back. Knight f3, rook g3 is no problem anyway. I mean, I'm leading in this match. Do I need to risk stuff here? He really wants a draw here. Hard to believe. He's got more time. I mean, the position is okay. He went for the draw. Okay. So I'm leading 4.5. I mean, the position is totally fine for black. But I thought with the match as it is, he would try harder. I cannot update this right. Okay, so I'm leading by 1 point. Whew. So I just need to draw the white game, which, I mean, it doesn't matter that much if you need a draw or whatever you need. I just should do something a little bit more solid, let's say. Something solid. What can I do? What can I do what is solid? This one maybe. Berlin War with white. Yeah, I just need a draw now. But this will not be solid at the end. I know it. I'm pretty sure we will get something interesting later. I'm not the kind of person to play completely boring stuff. Something interesting will happen. I want to avoid more sharper lines against him. This is not a bad thing to do. Okay, he just goes back to e7. Probably queen e2. Okay, so do I go e5 now? I think I'll play rook e1 first. Maybe e5 next if I can get it in. This is more like a 1e4 position than a d4 style opening. I don't think Niclas plays the French defense. I think he did at one point. Is that possible? Can't remember. He's usually a Najdorf player, so this kind of French position shouldn't be what he normally has on the board. Okay, I think I'm going for e5 now. And see what happens. Is he going knight c5? Maybe he is. Knight c5 and possibly bishop a6. Okay, maybe go here. Yeah, the collar opening does not have the most exciting reputation, but I think it's not so bad. It's pretty sound and can be played without any big theoretical knowledge. So he was happy to take my bishop, but I have very good control over the center in this position. Knight d4. Yeah, I like that position. His bishop on a6. Okay. He wants his knight on c4, I guess. Okay. If you insist, but the queen side is completely frozen. And my idea is to go bishop g5 next, trying to trade this. Interesting. Okay. Will get interesting. it's not a matter of the opening often. It's just a matter what the players want. And if you want some kind of fight, you get it. Does he have f6 or something like that? Something crazy, takes e5 or so. I don't believe it, but my idea is to go h6 and weaken his dark squares. Okay, bishop g5. He cannot go f6. So that looks like a good move. Okay. Queen f4, or how do I do this? I would love to trade off that knight. That would be really nice. Okay. Queen here. f6, I go queen g3. Yeah, guys, don't confuse this. This is Blitz chess. It doesn't translate to tournament chess. Niclas is outrating me by about 100 elo, so he's clearly the stronger player in a longer time control. But this is Blitz, so it's a different story. So knight e2, I guess. Sorry, rook e2, I guess. Okay, so ultimately I don't mind to take on f6. Okay, so he went to close the whole thing down. Interesting. Knight g5. I would definitely love to get rid of his knight on c4, but I don't see how. Let's do this first. Go f4. I mean, it cannot be bad actually. But what next? Okay, he's moving it away. I've got the next one lined up for d4. I was surprised that he did that. Okay, he wants to go to e4. I see the point. I think he should just go for bishop e4 and give the b3 pawn. Give up that pawn. Okay, I mean I can just aim for the winner of that pawn. Yeah, I think I will. It's good to have some material in the back. He quite clearly tries to go for rook g8. Okay. I'm reconsidering. I don't want that to happen. Let's think about this again. How do I play this? Probably I want a rook on the g file. Rook e3, g5, rook g3, and that doesn't make much sense actually. I don't think that g4 nets me much. Well, maybe I have to do it anyway. I can take e6, by the way. I didn't think of e6 at all. I should have taken that pawn. I definitely should have taken that pawn. I didn't play that well. Queen f8. Queen f8. Ah, stupid, stupid, stupid. Very, very bad play. And that from this position, that was utterly winning. Amazing. It's amazing chess. Oh. It was a complete win, this game. It was a complete win. Okay, maybe I can still put some fight on here. If I get b3 and b6, it's maybe still somewhat interesting. Unbelievable. How did I screw that game up? That's really annoying. I was in complete control there. And he had zero counterplay. Absolutely no counterplay. I created that problem completely on my own. Very bad. Wow. That was very, very bad. Wow. I deserve to lose that match for that game. Amazingly bad. Oh. Very bad, very bad. Okay. I just had total control there. G4 already was complete nonsense. Complete nonsense. So, okay. So we got a decider here. 4.5, 4.5. Okay, so, oh, he goes d4. That's funny. That line, okay. We didn't think beforehand of some tie break. We just say play and... yeah, I could have taken e6, of course. That was the match. I was too busy... maneuvering around. So we've got, we played the very soft opening. I can take e4 and just play this kind of normalish looking position. I don't like it so much though. There you go, h6. Spannend means exciting, thrilling. Yeah, probably e5 now, and we have some kind of French defense, which in itself isn't great for me. Yeah, still, I have to forget that game. I really hate it. You get a completely winning position and then play complete nonsense. It seems he's going for e5 here. I wonder if knight d4 is a move. Taking rook d1 maybe could be an issue. E takes d5. That's I didn't expect that move. Let's play normal reply. Rook e8 coming, queen f3 maybe. Queen f3 g3, this kind of thing could be on. Queen b3. Queen g3 was annoying. I want to get rid of that bishop quickly. And I don't mind to get some kind of endgame here. Okay, it's just retreating. Can I go knight e4 in this position? Looks interesting. Let's shoot for that. No, Ibrahim, this is not a dead draw. This is just interesting chess. Knight e4. Isn't that interesting now? I think it is. Let's see what he's doing. Bishop takes, pawn takes, knight takes. It's probably interesting, but I thought that should give me some decent compensation for the pawn. I can take b2, for example. Okay, so here there are a couple of interesting ideas. I can go queen h4 even. Knight g5. I don't know. Knight g5 he can probably take pretty easily. Yeah, I don't have something brilliant available here. I think I'm basically okay here. This position somehow reminds me of the Scotch 4 knights, and sometimes we have similar positions. F5, maybe. It wasn't an interesting idea actually. I didn't think of it, but it was interesting. My idea is actually very simple. Take on c3, play rook c8, and try to play against the c pawn. Queen g5, isn't that winning material? I mean, he can go rook d5. Okay. Now at c4 and d2 is hanging. Yeah, he needs to do that. So bishop takes, is that the idea? I mean, I think he blundered this. It was not an intended sacrifice. Bishop takes, bishop c3. Took with a knight. There's still this pressure on f7. It's pretty awkward. But he doesn't have something great. Rook f8 looks very lame. Okay, I think just this one. I don't see a great discovery at the moment. And now maybe just bishop f6. Block the view on f7. Or back to b8 actually. For queen e5. Yeah, for queen e5. I have to watch the clock. I'm playing this a bit too slow. This is not an easy win, by the way. It's nice to have the exchange, but his knight on d5 is pretty good. And I don't see a clear technical way forward. Yeah, queen f6. Don't want to weaken here. But probably anyway. Oh, he's got queen b7. Didn't think of that. Okay. Let's try to activate. I have absolutely no time. Bishop g3 is a threat now. Three seconds. Wow. Wow, now I have to play quickly on that platform. That will definitely be a challenge. No, I made it! Oh, I didn't see the mate. I didn't see the mate at all. Okay. So, Niclas won that match. Ooh. Dare I say it was a little bit lucky? I think I'm able to say that. But he got it. 5.5 versus 4.5. So I lost that match by the closest possible margin. And yeah, what can you do? Rook h7 mate. Rook h7 mate. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it. That was quite a tough and close match. I think a key thing was that I had this completely winning position before, yeah, in the game before that, where I could have taken e6, and that was pretty clear, I think, if I would have gone for that. But I actually, yeah, lost that game at the end, and I also lost that game. I mean, here black, of course, also was better with the exchanger, but it was difficult. This is difficult to play with no time. Anyway, I think it was a good and fun entertainment. So, hope you like to watch, and I definitely have some other matches in store. Yeah, nothing particularly clear yet, but I think those matches are always entertaining. So, thanks for watching, guys, and have a good Sunday.